morning.
Little springy sound.
Yeah, my microphone is vibrating.
Microphone.
So I'm trying to figure out all this tax crap.
It just
Didn't we leave it? Didn't we leave England for this?
Suffice to say, everything's just taxed. About 50% more than it was.
Yeah, we're waking up to a whole bunch of new taxes here in New York City, and
Nationally, and yeah.
Some of this is national.
I don't know. I'm sure.
Well, we're talking about Governor Patterson and his trying to figure out the budget for New York. God, I miss Elliot Spitzer. He didn't have time to worry about new taxes.
No.
This guy had better things to do, if you know what I mean. Everyone thought it was, rah, 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 let's get rid of Spitzer. Well, guess what we get now? A do-gooder. We get a do-gooder.
Mr. Tax and Spend.
Wow. So, I mean, quickly, I've read about 3 or 4 articles on this. They're taxing us a few dollars here, a few dollars there.
It's taxing pin the tail on the donkey blindfolds.
There's not one tax where you're going to go, oh, my God. It's 4% here, it's 4% there. 4% on, like, movie tickets.
Just chewing us apart.
When you renew your license, that'll be an extra $10. So it's like a little here, a little there. But you know what? In the end...
Does it add up?
Yes, it adds up. How the hell is the average person supposed to pay for more taxes? We keep saying it. People live paycheck to paycheck. How does this make sense? Get the money somewhere else.
By cutting things.
Well, they're doing that, too. They're cutting all over the place.
How does the MTA, the transit authority here in New York City, how do they not make money under any circumstance?
No one questions it. I have no idea.
How do they cry poverty?
I ride the subways every 4 or 5 years. They give you a new subway. One.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them are crap falling apart. And like, I forgot who said it, but every time you go on a subway, it's packed.
Yeah.
So what is the problem?
Packed like what, Opie? Like sardines.
Right. No, that's what they do in Japan.
They pack them in.
In Japan, they push in with sticks. Maybe that's what they need to do, is start pushing New Yorkers into the subways with sticks.
Big sticks.
They have actual people that just hang out on the subway and push into into subway trains.
Beautiful.
I don't know.
I don't know how they're crying poverty and need to raise more money. So what they're doing also is taxing the drivers. Like all those, they want to make people pay over the free bridges now.
Yeah.
Or on the east side of Manhattan.
Yeah.
And a lot of that money will go to the MTA.
Yeah.
It's like, well, wait a minute.
Obviously they're mismanaged, but who's going to tell them they're mismanaged? They're their own entity.
Yep.
They're their own entity. No one has to, they don't have to answer to anybody except themselves.
We've seen how the brass reacts, and we've seen their faces when they were on strike. So we know the players.
Right.
Ugh. So misappropriations.
We wake up to more taxes, and the big one is the iTax.
iTax.
They figured out a way when you download music to tax that.
To tax your little 99-cent song?
Yeah.
These sons of bitches.
Your 99-cent song is now about, what, $1.06. See, what I'm saying is a few pennies here, a few dollars here,
yeah.
But when you add this up, they're taxing cigars now, or taxing them more, I should say.
How are they going to tax the downloaded?
I don't know, Jimmy.
Scumbags, just keep your hands. And the economy's so terrible right now.
I know.
And they
it's
want
not
more.
like everybody's willing to give. The economy sucks for the people.
Mm-hmm. There's so much mismanagement going on. Why don't you try to figure that out instead of trying to get more money from our pockets? Taxis and bus rides, you're going to pay a little more. Another 4% raise there. Like I said, a few pennies, few dollars. Movie tickets, sports tickets. If you want to get a massage, that'll cost you 4% now.
Sensual massage? Massage
and health spa visits, they raised that 4%. The driver's license thing. Beer tax is going up. Wine tax. And then the downloading of music will now cost you. Unbelievable. We just sit there and take it.
Yeah, what is it? What do we do? We're not revolting enough.
How do you revolt? How do you revolt?
How do you revolt?
It's time for a revolution. Who wants to get that going?
Yeah, who's going to be the one to whip that up? A good old-fashioned revolution.
In the United States of America, yeah, okay. In the year 2008, almost 2009. That'll never happen.
No. They could just that's what they do. They tax the crap out of us, and we just sit here and go, okay.
I'm getting a communique. I believe this is from Danny. I paid $11 for a movie ticket yesterday. That shows that I haven't been to the movies in a while. When did that happen? And most movies are what, $12 a ticket? Easily?
Easily 12, if not more.
So now they want to add to that with more taxes.
I remember when movie tickets went up to $8 in New York City, and people were losing their minds.
Sure.
Like $8 for a movie, and now what? $12?
See, they keep raising movie tickets, but they don't raise their service.
Yeah.
Like I was sitting in a movie yesterday, and I could have been sitting in a movie theater from 1988. What's the difference? The chairs suck. They're still not digital. They've been promising digital movies for I don't know, at least a decade at this point.
Still got the flickers.
If you didn't know any better, you'd be like, I'm sitting through a movie, and it's about 1988, I would guess.
Yeah.
If all of a sudden my mind went blank. Mm-hmm. But they keep raising the prices. When you raise prices, you got to give the consumer something a little different.
Yeah.
A little better. Not the same old crap, but pay for it.
Any different from when you were in there watching Big?
No.
It's the same thing.
Absolutely not.
And for all the money that they charge you on concessions and the ticket, they could at least hire some kind of staff that could work at a decent pace. Because I know, like, at least the last 10 or 12 times I've been to the movies, there's been one concession line open that you stand at for 25 minutes because the people behind the counter are goofing around, joking with each other, and they're just not doing their job.
You would assume that they are trying to be slower than their friends.
Yeah.
That they make a bet. I bet I can be slower than you.
Because they know everyone's in a panic. They get there a little late, and they know they have, 5 minutes before the movie starts, and they want to get their dumb soda and popcorn.
It's not even that so much.
They're not even going to help you out.
You have your seats, and saving your seat is a big thing. I have such stress going to the movies, and always have. I hate the idea of trying to get a good seat.
Yeah.
And then to keep the good seat, if God forbid I go with some people and they go, could you save these seats? I'm going to go to the bathroom. Or I'm going to go to the concession thing. And then I turn into this, ah!
Yeah.
And excuse me, are these taken? Yes, they're taken. Oh, those seats are taken. Then you got to be the those seats are taken guy.
Yeah, which isn't fun.
That's it. That's why I've built my own theater. No movie theater for me. My whole goal is to just never leave my house.
You're
I'm
on
working
your way.
on it diligently.
You're on your way. Let's go to Mark and Mastic. The lovely town of Mastic, that asshole. We haven't forgotten.
Hey, could we get a Mastic moment today? I believe there was a nice shooting
oh, really?
in Mastic yesterday or the day before.
All right, we'll do a Mastic moment today.
Perhaps we could dig that story up.
Marky, what do you got?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey.
Just crossed over the Throgs Neck and the George Washington Bridge to go to Jersey.
Yep.
I got to go back to Long Island next.
Yeah.
$37 in tolls round trip, give or take.
For one day.
$7.
How are we supposed to pay for this?
And how are people not, rolling in dough?
One car, $37, and
one guy. You know how many cars go over that?
And they still can't. And they still can't fix the roadways. And half these bridges, you don't even know if they're gonna collapse as you're going over it.
Yeah.
Well, think
And
about it,
the
man.
Easy Pass allows them to have less people hired. They're
Right.
even paying the same amount of people.
Right.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to pay $37 a day to go over bridges for our jobs?
Why isn't this looked into? Why isn't an accounting done of all of this?
Because, man, you ask questions. Next thing you know, you disappear.
That's scary.
Well,
What about the Verrazano? You only pay one way, and that's $48 for a truck.
how much?
$48 for a tractor trailer to go over the Verrazano one way.
Oh, you pay per axle?
Yeah, you know, I got 5 axles. You pay X amount of dollars. But think about it: 100,000 trucks a day go over this bridge.
Dude, that's insanity.
Yeah, but
Every day.
Where is this money?
I mean, that's almost shock jock, paychecks there.
Where is that money?
Yeah, maybe back a few years ago.
Wall Street finally got caught with their pants down. I think some other some other people need to be caught with their pants down. Where is this money?
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't in my back pocket, that's for sure, boys.
And the
Take it easy.
reason why here in New York we got bridges you can cross for free on the east side. The reason people use those bridges is because they can't afford to pay to cross those bridges. It's not fun to go over those bridges to save a few bucks. It takes you a lot longer.
That's why I take the tunnel.
But now they're going to be, putting up the toll booths for those bridges.
Where? I have no idea.
The
approaches to those bridges are made for no toll booths.
They'll just knock down houses and businesses. They don't give a crap.
And you know how bad
whatever it takes to get more money in.
You know how bad traffic is with just an open bridge to go over and no obstruction?
Right.
And if they put toll booths there, do you know how bad traffic is going to be backed up? It's an abomination what they're doing in this city.
In this country. It's just disgusting. You know, it was never supposed to be where every single person lives paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, I understand a portion of society has to do that always, but now it's like the majority live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
It's not even a question if you're a married couple that both of you have to work. When we were growing up, you know, if mommy wanted to get a job because she was getting a little bored and a little older, she did that.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't out of necessity to take care of the household.
Now the kids got to work.
And the kids.
Yeah, send the kids.
Oh, now you just send your entire family out into the workforce.
Pimp them out.
Whatever it takes.
7 years old. Get a job, you bum.
Whatever it takes. Here we go. Let's talk to Tony the trucker. Tony, listen to this one.
What's going on, boys?
Hey, Tony, how are you, buddy?
Pretty good. I pay about $160 a day in tolls.
$160 a day.
How is that possible?
What are you hauling, plutonium?
How many? What do you got? 20 axles?
You drive one of those missile trucks,
right?
Yeah, the Verrazano.
They know how to screw you.
Yeah.
What they do is I got a tandem, and I can raise the wheels so they can't charge me because my wheels ain't touching their roadway.
Oh, is that why you guys do that?
I was wondering
nice.
about that.
Yep.
Nice.
But they'll still charge me.
Oh, they will.
The Verrazano's the only bridge, and I'll tell them my wheels are not on your road. And you know what they tell me? I don't care.
Wow. So you guys found a little loophole, and they said, F your loophole, we're going to still charge you.
That's it.
Guy's
every day
balancing his truck on a unicycle.
Right.
It's going, okay, one axle.
Right.
Hey, Anthony, real quick.
Yes, sir.
You going to the gun show in Pennsylvania this weekend?
Oh, there's a gun show in Pennsylvania. Yeah, those Pennsylvania gun shows are pretty raucous.
They're fun, huh?
Yeah. No, I'm not going.
A lot of assault rifles for sale, they're saying.
I don't doubt it.
I'm picking up a couple myself.
Have fun, my friend. Buy ammo, too.
All right,
don't forget.
out, boys.
All right.
Oh, they tax the crap out of that.
Here you have let's say hi to Stryker.
Stryker.
Morning,
Stryker. What's up, Stryker?
Morning, boys. Hey, they built a toll road on the east side of Denver a few years ago. Every exit, even if you're continuing straight through on the highway, every exit you have to stop and pay $1.50. And plus, if you live in the 3 counties that the road travels through, you have to pay an additional $10 on your license plate until the road is paid for. And now they just came back and said, oh, well, we're not making enough money on the road because nobody uses it, so we may have to raise your license plate taxes again.
Brilliant.
We're just a bunch of poo-haws in this country. Simple as that. How does this get done? And we just sit there, okay.
Yeah, we slowly just fell into this.
And we've been riding the same roads for decades, and what is different, really? What are you getting for your money? Oh, well, they pay for the schools, they pay for this. Hurruff.
We're eating it.
We are eating it. I do the math sometimes when I'm just, like, going through some of these toll booths. Just the cars in the vicinity. I do some quick math in my head and go, wow.
Yeah.
Just this group of cars are making a few $1,000s.
Yeah. Fortunes.
And that's just a mere 30 seconds waiting to go through the tolls. I do a quick count.
Where's it going?
Just a quick count. Let's see. Well, I guess we got the Governor Patterson's budget thing that everyone's going to be talking about today. It's in every single paper. The blind gov. The do-gooder. I miss Elliot Spitzer.
Elliot Spitzer. There was a little story in the paper about Elliot Spitzer today. He was apparently he's doing some online magazine review.
For what?
Column for Slate. Something, yeah.
But what does he review?
I don't know.
Movie reviews, restaurant reviews?
I guess wherever they send
escort reviews?
Well, funny you say that. He was in a place that used to be a massage parlor. We had been at that place called Happy Endings.
Right. We weren't there as a massage parlor.
It was a party. There was a party going on.
It was an old school massage parlor, and they kept the showers
and the little rooms
and the Yankee Cranky rooms, and they made it into like this club. It's actually a pretty cool spot,
trendy spot.
Right.
Yeah. So Elliot Spitzer was there, and somebody from one of the financial papers asked him how he likes his new gig. And he said, it sucks. I used to be governor of New York. He just said it right to the guy. Hey, it sucks.
I say we start the campaign. Bring back Spitzer. He's not taxing us like this.
Well,
I wasn't a big fan of the guy, but this Patterson, he can't take a blind joke, and he sure knows how to tax.
I don't know how he fell into such huge trouble. I mean, the whole world economy.
Because everyone...
Let's just put it back the way it was before it was broken.
Right.
Can't we all just agree to go, okay, let's put it back the way it was before it was busted?
Because no one's accountable for their actions in this country.
I don't know what happened that screwed it all up.
And no one wants to be the guy to try to figure it out. So they go, oh, wow, there's obviously major issues here, but I'll let the next guy deal with that.
Yeah.
I want to look like a hero. Mm-hmm. When I'm the governor or the mayor or the president or the senator. You know, no one really wants to, do the heavy lifting, as we like to say. Here's what Patterson's saying today.
Governor Patterson was well aware that just about anything you can name, from music downloads on your iPod to non-diet sodas, will be taxed under his proposed new budget. But the taxes are only about a third of the money. Take a look at these lists of cuts that you will be facing. Yeah, places like hospitals, nursing homes, public schools. And
how did we get in a situation where they're cutting funds for hospitals, schools, nursing homes,
and taxing soda?
No one saw this coming years ago?
Yeah, what happened?
And was able to do a little adjusting then?
Hospitals, nursing homes, public schools, and in many benefits for state workers. A lot of those will be cut. And then you'll be paying more for things like this: non-diet sodas, clothing, shoes, gasoline, SUNY and CUNY college tuition, fees at the DMV, and admission to state parks. And that's just the beginning of a very, very long list.
That's pretty much an average person's life right there.
It's everything.
Right. You add all that up, like, okay, I do that, I do that, I do that, I do that.
Yeah.
A few dollars here, like I said, a few pennies, few dollars. I don't know, man, what they expect from us.
Everything. They expect us to pay through the nose.
I know we have to take a break. I got to go to Tony Miller Place. This is unbelievable if it's true. Tony, go ahead.
What's up, guys? My best man, he's a local 3 electrician. He's worked on the Tri-Bow Bridge a half dozen times. He told me about a year ago he's in a counter room. It's a big, huge room. It was averaging $113,000 every 10 minutes.
$113,000 every 10 minutes.
And where?
Every 10 minutes.
Where?
Triborough?
The Tri-Bow.
Is that possible?
You got to figure if there's 40 toll booths, what they get, $8? It's $3.20 every minute. I don't know what it's got to go, but it was somewhere between $107,000 and $113,000. He was just sitting there. He was working that whole day.
Stuntbrain, let's back up what this guy's saying.
Well, if he's doing every 110,000, that's 650, 660,000 an hour. Holy cow!
Where is that money really?
Yeah, where's it going? Could someone please see where that is?
Well,
by the way, the Triborough Bridge is not called the Triborough Bridge anymore.
I know.
It's the Robert F. Kennedy Bridge, which they spent in this economy where they're taxing everything, $4 million to change signs and let the people know that it is now called the Robert F. Kennedy Bridge instead of the Triborough Bridge. In this economy.
How about we start there? Yeah. Why does it cost $4 million to change signs?
To change the name of a bridge.
Why?
Why don't you sell that? Why isn't that the Microsoft bridge?
Right.
Why don't we get some money for that?
Sell it. What about the Adolf Hitler Kennedy Bridge? Poor little Adolf Hitler and his little cake.
Yeah,
Did you see the picture of him? We got to talk about that. Look how adorable Adolf Hitler is.
We got to get more.
He's adorable.
Yeah, we got more to that story after the break. The phones are just lit.
Adolf Hitler Campbell. He's so tussleable.
East River Bridges. All right. Wow, there's a lot of good stuff on the phones. Okay.
Yeah.
877-212-0&A. It might be tough to get in now, but that's the number for maybe a little later. Opie and Anthony, stay there. Opie and Anthony, we're kind of deciphering this tax thing that Governor Patterson has thrown at us today.
Pretty
Unbelievable.
expensive.
And Tim ran in here with some figures. Lincoln Tunnel here in New York, 120,000 cars a day.
Yeah.
GW Bridge, 120,000 cars a day. Holland Tunnel, about 100,000 cars a day. Midtown Tunnel, 80,000 cars a day. Throgs Neck, 55,000 cars a day. And the Whitestone, about 110,000 cars a day. Those are the main bridges and tunnels that get you in and out of New York, right?
You got the GWB in there?
Yeah, GWB, 120,000.
All right.
We did some math. Quick math. Give or take a few mil.
Yeah.
We figure that they're making about $18 million a week on us.
$18 million
On
a
us.
week.
On us.
And that's not enough for what? What do they need more for? What?
And that doesn't include the subways and all that other
the buses,
stuff.
the subways, everything
That's just
else.
the tunnels and bridges. $18 million a week. Where is that money?
And the people you see that are running these things aren't the ones that are making a fortune. The toll collectors that are, being knocked down in numbers anyway because of Easy Pass. The conductors, the bus drivers. These aren't the guys making the fortunes. It's these unseen upper echelon of the transit department,
Right.
that sit in their offices, have redundant jobs, and make a fortune. What are they needed for?
I don't even know what they do.
Out!
How many people do you need to run a bridge or a tunnel?
A tunnel. Do you need somebody to say, hey, the car's going through today? Are the gates going up and down and the money's being... okay, good. Stay on it. What does this guy do?
I don't know.
They're using the right tunnel for the right direction? Good. Good.
No problems?
You got the cones set up so no one goes into the other lane? Good.
Good.
Good. My job here is done.
It's amazing. But we just sit there and take it. It's our problem, really.
Yeah,
We just sit here and take it.
we do. How long, though? How long do we take it? Till it breaks down a little too much?
And we did this break 10 years.
Depression?
We did this break 10 years ago. We're still just taking it.
The thing is, we're in massive recession right now, bordering on depression.
Right.
And people in the know are saying this doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon.
No.
So how long before people start going, I'd love an accounting of that. I'd like to know where this money's going. Because we tax, we get taxed, and we don't even question where it goes. You ask anybody, they don't know where this money's going. So how about an accounting of it?
Do you think we could get like a Wall Street thing going? Where all of a sudden it just collapses on itself and
Yeah.
like, hey, what the? Now we got to take a good look at you.
Take a good look where somebody starts digging around in there and finds out where this money's going, where this waste is, and start cutting some of that with some of these idiots' throats, perhaps.
$18 million a week.
Yeah.
You don't see the roads getting that much better. Every once in a while they do a little paving or something, right?
Yeah.
What do we? The tunnel, they scrub it out once a week for us. For what reason, I don't know. Who gives a crap? There's
bothered me. There was soot on the walls of the tunnel. Now there's this machine that goes through there every day to justify somebody else's paycheck.
I would love to know how much that machine costs to run every day.
It's custom made just for that tunnel.
Right.
Like the Midtown Tunnel has a machine that goes to, it's got little brushes on top and everything, and one squirts water, the other one, it's a mobile
little soap.
car wash.
A little soap.
What the hell is that about?
We don't need it cleaned. We really don't.
Park that thing. Park it.
I guarantee that's millions of dollars right there. just to have a clean tunnel to go through. Let's say hi to Rob in Pennsylvania. Rob, how are you?
What's up, guys? Happy Hitler Days.
Whatever.
Basically, hey, over here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, they're trying to tax us. If you own your tractor trailer and you're parking it at home, they want to tax you for parking it at your house.
Wow.
For what? What are they trying to say about that?
How do they tax it?
Now, it's bad enough that you're trying to make money with this fuel tax and stuff.
Right.
Now you're going to be at home not making money getting taxed for it.
Because you're trying to, like, save a few bucks and you put your, your rig in your front yard or your backyard or whatever.
Absolutely. That's exactly what's killing us. They wonder why there's no truck drivers out here no more.
Amazing.
Danny said there's an MTA gave themselves raises in April.
Yeah.
Could you imagine having a job where you just sit around with your buds and go, let's give ourselves a raise.
You want a raise?
I want a raise.
Harumph.
We all want raises.
Pat on the back for each other.
That's why you're not allowed to give yourself a raise.
Yeah.
You would do it every week. There should always be someone that has to decide that for you. You can't just say, I want a raise, and then give yourself a raise.
Let's try it.
By the way, inside Patterson's budget was a raise for judges.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the taxes that got raised. There was a small raise for the judges, but that's just dumb right now.
For what?
Yeah, why do they need a raise? Let's say hi to Will. He's, I'm assuming, an NYPD guy. Will?
Yeah.
NYPD?
Yeah.
You guys rock. What do you got, Will?
I just read in the paper, not even 2 days ago, Bloomberg wants to spend $8 million to build new bike lanes in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him with his goddamn bicycles.
But here's the other side of it. Go ahead, Will.
He's planning to lay off 6,000 cops.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Bloomberg is a dumb. He's a tax and spend liberal who happened to become a Republican because I think he couldn't get on the Democratic ticket.
He couldn't get on the ticket. Right.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Look,
He's a dumb liberal.
Look, if you want bike lanes, okay, maybe it's a good idea. I don't even know. I don't care either way. But maybe you put that off and you take care of the cops until maybe the city's a little healthier.
How about we keep the cops on board because New York City, actually one of the safest cities in the country.
Used to be. Well, that'll change. That'll change. Yeah, well, you start getting rid of cops.
You get rid of the cops, and all of a sudden, it ain't safe anymore.
We're dopey shock jocks, and we understand this better.
Yeah.
City gets a little healthier, then you build your dumb bike lanes. In the meantime, take care of the cops.
You get rid of the cops.
I don't feel like getting hit over the head with a brick anytime soon.
A nasty element starts taking over
But you can
again.
ride your bike.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can.
And I enjoy riding my bike, but I don't need bike lanes when I hear that the cops are being cut.
I don't need some thug clotheslining me off my bicycle.
Right.
Because there's nobody protecting.
All right, man.
All right, well.
Unbelievable. What about the $600 it costs you if your car gets towed? I never understood that one whatsoever.
Yeah, I just got a nice $115 parking ticket.
For what?
I believe I was too close to a crosswalk. Yeah. For a couple of seconds, I did the old park, get out, get back in. They nailed me.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously guilty as charged, but I just sent the money in. But it's just, wow, who's going broke here? The money is pouring in.
I disagree, guilty as charged. We never agreed to that law.
Yeah,
that law is not hurting anybody.
These people
it's one of those things, right? It's one of those things they put into place just to make more money for the city.
I don't know when representatives stopped representing us. Like it happened over some time. They were supposed to be the voice of people. You couldn't have like an entire community show up at some town hall to discuss their issues, what they wanted. So you pick somebody that then goes there with your best interest in hand to represent you.
Right.
So you don't have a riot on your hand when all these representatives get together to plead their case for their people that they're representing.
Right.
Well, somewhere down the line, it kind of changed where nobody likes what these people are doing. So who are they representing? Who are they representing when nobody's agreeing with their policies? They're rogues. They're on their own, and they're under the guise that they're doing our bidding.
You know, I get a lot of crap for not voting. This is the exact reason. I hate them all. I hate them all.
Because they don't look out for your best interest.
I don't
anymore.
rah-rah for any politician.
No.
I might hate one a little less. Yeah. I almost said like one a little more. No, it's actually hate one a little less. They're all the same person. By the way, we didn't continue with the math, Anthony. Jeff in Staten Island, he's a mathematician. So you take the $18 million, right? And now you have to times it into the old 52 weeks.
Right.
Making up a year. Give or take a few million again.
Uh-huh.
We're looking at $936 million. All those bridges and tunnels that we just mentioned. $936 million a year.
This is before any of the taxes we've mentioned, any other revenue that the city brings in. It's just cars coming into the city.
That's almost $1 billion a year. Okay? Where is that money?
How are you going?
Where is that money?
Dude, that doesn't include the subway. It doesn't include the buses. It doesn't include. There's unbelievable amounts of money, and we want to know where it's going.
And they're getting more money from us.
Can you please tell us where it's going?
Yeah. Oh, they'll try to explain it somehow, like blah 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 blah.
Never. Jackass.
Here's one more thing, Brian. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Brian from Queens? The best racket is this New York State Lottery. $2 out of every $2 that's collected, $1 goes back into the payoffs, and then only 13 cents of that other dollar goes back into the schools.
Yeah,
it costs 87 cents to run the state lottery.
Yeah,
per dollar. You understand?
Yeah, they make it sound like the lottery's doing all this good.
Yeah, it's paying for schools.
Oh, I'm at my Islander games, and they're rah-rahing the lottery and what they do, and here's a check. They walk out the big check before the game, and it's like $10,000. I'm like, who are you kidding? You made $1 billion today alone.
How about this? How about they just build
13 cents? Sorry, Jimmy. 13 cents go back into the system. That's wonderful.
The best thing is I work in the school system, and the new thing now is they're putting all these daycares in the high school, so LaTwisha can learn how to count her toes or something.
What? Daycare for the students?
No, daycare for their kids.
That's what I mean. Daycare for the students' children.
Correct.
Holy God!
They can learn how to count toes.
Oh my God!
Why don't they just put a casino in New York? Put a casino and tax it. I mean,
load it up.
Why not?
All right, thank you.
Why not?
Here's a guy that used to work for the Verrazano Bridge. Tommy, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? I work on the Verrazano. We do almost 200,000 cars a day, and that's I shouldn't even say cars. That's vehicles. A quarter of those are tractor trailers paying like $50-something a pop.
That's true. Yeah. The traffic isn't always just cars.
So our number was, as we figured out, it's almost $1 billion a year. We're way off on the Verrazano Bridge already. That bridge is already making way more than we just figured out.
Think about that. All the tractor trailers that go over pay a lot more. We're talking about the minimum is what the cars pay.
Oh, so this thing is.
So it's at least that.
We just popped over $1 billion easily now.
The Verrazano was not $200,000 a day times. Let's just say $10. So you got $2 million today. That's another $100 million plus on.
Yeah, so we're over $1 billion now with our dumb math.
From what I was told, only $1 out of $8 stays with our agency. The rest goes to MTA.
The rest goes to MTA.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
All right, guys, punching out.
Oh, here we go. This old story. Joe and Shirley. Toll money goes to paying the bridge off.
Sorry.
Shouldn't we have paid the bridge off years ago?
How old are these bridges?
I look at old documentaries in New York City, and it's in black and white, and the cars are something you can't even relate to.
Yeah.
They show cars driving through these toll booths, right?
Biff Tannen's car.
Where even collectors don't have these cars.
Yes.
They're like one stage above stagecoaches.
Yeah.
And you're telling me they still need to pay for these bridges?
Got to pay them off? What are they made of? Gold?
That means mismanagement, my friends.
Of course it is.
If they're still trying to pay off the bridges, that means there's a mismanagement thing going on. But it doesn't matter. I mean, we'll move on with our radio show, and we'll do this break another 10 years from now. Nothing changes. Nothing will happen.
Need to revolt.
Somehow the whole thing has to collapse on itself, and then maybe like some positive things will happen.
Yep.
Let's go to Joe in Queens. Joe.
Hey, how you guys doing, man? Listen, I listen to you guys, and you guys really are telling it like it is, and more people should listen, and you guys are right on. You guys are really great.
Thank you,
Just
sir.
helping out the little guy.
Well, well, this whole tax thing has really hit me today because I know. I mean, I'm lucky. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't need any more money. I'm fine. I'm set. But I come from a huge family, a huge extended family, and they all live paycheck to paycheck already. And now you add all this other stuff on top of it. I don't know how the average person is going to afford to live. I don't know how they're supposed to do that. Oh, you're going to live, but your whole time is working jobs to pay bills. That's it. When do you get to actually have fun and not worry about money?
Yeah.
Average parking meter in New York City makes $10,000 a year.
How much? A parking meter.
I used to live on 73rd Street or 71st Street on the Upper West Side. There was easily at least 10 on that block alone. At least on one lousy block.
The whole city is just a money-making venture. The entire city, no matter what you're doing in it, somehow is costing you money, yet they can't make things work.
And that's why I hate the mayor. I hate the governor because they're looking like, wow, we're going to try to figure out the city's problems. No, they're not.
No.
Because to really figure out the city's problems, they got to ask some pretty intense questions.
Yeah, I got to start calling people to task.
But they avoid all that and go for the easy targets, which is us.
Yeah, the
taxpayers.
The ones that don't complain.
You want to figure out this mess? Why don't you start asking the tough questions? Like, why are the bridges and tunnels taking in well over $1 billion a year?
Do an accounting of the MTA and find out where all this money is going, and why, and see if you can chop off some of these executives that just are redundant, that do nothing. Love to see it, but we won't.
Completely mismanaged.
But
no one wants to acknowledge
the unions and. Ugh.
How many parking meter attendants? How many of them are being fired? They're gonna lay off 6,000 cops. I want to know how many of those ticket meter maids are they laying off.
They'll never lay those people off because those are the ones rocking around your neighborhood, making finding you doing something wrong so they could make more money for the city.
Yeah,
they'll never get rid of those people. They were supposed to get rid of tolls and Shut up.
Yeah,
I know the guy read that somewhere, but that's not happening anytime soon.
It'll never happen. They keep bankrupting themselves, I think, to justify needing the tolls. It's just,
how do you
scam?
If you're a business and you're making over $1 billion a year and you're bankrupt, you're not allowed to be in business anymore.
Yeah, the CEO's out the door.
Right. You're not allowed to continue on.
No. Unbelievable.
So that's what we're waking up to today. Tax hell. It's on the front page of every newspaper, every effing newspaper.
Getting the royal screw today. It's just starting. That's for sure.
And they're happy. They're like, well, just taxing people that download music, that'll raise $15 million a year.
Yeah, how about that? Thanks.
Well, that's wonderful. $15 more million out of our pockets.
Well, Joe Biden would call it patriotic.
Yeah, well,
paying our taxes, it's patriotic.
Yeah, well, great. Good for him.
Wait till that kicks in. You think these state taxes are enough? Wait till Barack gets in there and Joe Biden, and they start taxing the crap out of everything on a federal basis.
Wait for the new boss, which is same as the old boss.
Right. All the change.
Yeah.
Please.
We need our change.
Change we need.
How about we save our change? This Governor Patterson. Ugh. More blind jokes. That's what we need. Maybe it'll distract him and he'll stop taxing everything. 877-212-0-A. We'll continue with this, but we got other things as well. We got the PTA mom with the 13-year-old boy. I love this story.
That's a good one.
Obviously you can't allow this to happen, but we'll explain.
Yeah.
It'll be the same bit we do a lot. But
and I was watching TV last night, and I noticed a couple of things about the show I was watching.
What show? Is that the tease?
First 48.
First 48.
Love it show. Love that show.
All right. Opie and Anthony.
All right. Well, that sucked. To Hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand. Go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter